Hello Argonaut fans, and welcome to this week's edition of the Argonaut Weekly at GoArgos.com. A lot of action to recap from the past week in UWF athletics. Let's get right to it. First, the UWF women's cross country team winning the Gulf South Conference Championship. That is the 60th overall GSC championship across all sports here at UWF, and that extends the school's lead in the conference as far as championships all time. Congrats to head coach John Bergen and the UWF women's cross country team for winning the GSC title. The men's team finished second behind Alabama Huntsville, and we will have a special feature featuring the UWF men's and women's cross country teams later this week. Be sure to keep an eye out for those at GoArgos.com. Moving on to the UWF volleyball team, that was a great weekend for the Argonauts volleyball team, picking up a pair of wins over Christian Brothers and North Alabama. Saturday's match against North Alabama, the Packet Pink match, great attendance at that one, and always a highlight of the year for the volleyball team. We'll be talking with head coach Melissa Walter and Chandler Carney from the volleyball team here later in the Argonaut Weekly. Now moving on to the women's soccer team, the Argonauts in their one match of the week fell to North Alabama 2-0. That marked the first regular season GSC loss for West Florida in the West Florida women's soccer team. That was the first regular season GSC loss since 2003, a streak spanning 54 games. So the Argonauts will look to bounce back this week as they take to the road and face Alabama Huntsville on the road, and then they'll come back to face Palm Beach Atlantic on Monday of next week for the final regular season match of the year. The men's soccer team, in their one match of the week, took a 1-0 loss on the road at Mobile, a very talented squad in Mobile. So the Argonauts will look to bounce back. They play later today on Monday on the road at Thomas University in Thomasville, Georgia, and then they will close out their regular season on the road at Alabama Huntsville this weekend. Moving on to men's golf, the Argonauts men's golf team picked up a victory. They finished tied for first at the Georgetown Intercollegiate with Michigan State, and ended up playing a playoff round with Michigan State and ended up winning on a tiebreaker. Congratulations to the UWF men's golf team, as Thomas Gusta Peterson led the team in overall score there. In women's golf, the Argonauts competed at the St. Leo Invitational and finished tied for 10th place. And then finally, closing out the week, we'd like to send our congrats to the UWF baseball team for their 2011 national championships. The Argonauts this past weekend received their championship rings to celebrate the national championship. We'll have all that and more coming up here at the Argonaut Weekly at GoArgos.com.